take a walk on the woo-woo side with me. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an intuitive healer, coach and soul regression therapist. I help people to create health, wellness and prosperity in their lives through a process of clearing harmful or restrictive energies or beliefs. My ultimate goal is to empower you to create the life that you desire. For more information, visit findmysparkle.com. Hello, it's Michelle Douglas here from Find My Sparkle. So today I am going to be talking about Lesson 2 of the Course in Miracles, following on from yesterday's episode, which is Nothing I See Means Anything. Today's lesson sort of carries on from that one, and let me read to you from the book what Lesson 2 is. It is, I have given everything I see in this room, and in brackets, on this street, from this window, in this place, close brackets, all the meaning that it has for me. Now, when you read the rest of the lesson, it still doesn't make sense. So you might as well, it just does my head in this course. So I turned to Pam Grout's book, and she's interpreted it perfectly in one specific sentence, which is, we humans decide in advance how we're going to experience life, that we choose beforehand what we want to see. Problem is, we all look at the world with a giant chip on our shoulder. So thank you, Pam, for that sentence, because it's really made my day and I now understand what that lesson's about. I'm going to try to put this into some context so that we can apply that to our lives personally. So let's assume you hate your job, your boss is terrible, the work is boring as hell, your co-workers are just awful. You don't get along with anyone there. You're not happy, right? Job sucks. So it's Monday morning, your alarm's just gone off and you're lying in bed thinking feelings of dread about the terrible day you're about to have because you know it's going to suck because your job sucks. So what you've just done, you've just chosen the type of day you're about to have. So why this is important is because when you're in that state of dread, you're in a specific energetic vibration. So everything that happens from that point on will usually or be very closely aligned with that vibration. So what do you do if your energy is off? And if you're aware of this is awesome because that's the first step to change, right? Becoming aware of where you're at. But if you're not aware if your energy is off, you only need to look at your experiences. Like, what's your day like? What's your week like? What's your month like? If they all suck, that's where your vibration is. That's where your energy is. And that's what you're recreating in your life every day. So that's all well and good to know that you've created a crappy life. But what do you do about it? That's what we all want to know. How do we fix this, right? So it's time to remove the chip from your shoulder. So there's a number of ways you can do it. And there's a number of ways to shift that perspective because, again, we've chosen that perspective by saying today's going to be a crappy day, right? So I've put together 3 little steps that you can apply all of, part of, or you can just make up your own, but this might get you started coming up with some ideas on how you can shift that and start seeing the world a little bit differently from what you have been. So the first step, which is the most important, is to make a decision to look at the world differently. So until you decide that's what you want to do, it'll be almost impossible to do, okay? So you really need to make that choice or that decision. Next, so that you can start your day off on the right foot, get a little post-it note or a sticky note and stick it by your alarm clock or your phone or whatever it is that wakes you up first thing in the morning or the first thing you look at, and put a reminder on it. Write a little reminder saying positive thoughts only or something along those lines, just to remind you that lying there thinking about or dreading your day ahead is not going to get you very far. The third thing, and this is the biggest part, but it's something you can do while you're walking, driving, whatever. Focus on gratitude. In your mind, express your gratitude towards every single little thing that crosses your mind today. The first thing you could feel grateful for is that you've got food on the table for your breakfast, or, if you drink coffee, you're grateful that we have coffee in the house, okay? The other, you might have a car let you in front in traffic. Express gratitude for that. If a stranger smiles at you, express gratitude. If the sun's shining, express gratitude. If it's raining, express gratitude. Get the message, right? You get the gist. So there's so many other ways you can do it, but the three little ideas that I've just mentioned are just one of those ways. So give it a try or modify it a little so it suits you more or suits your lifestyle a little better and just see what happens. One thing I really need to mention before we go is momentum. When you've been in a specific vibration, or in this case, a negative vibration, it still has some momentum behind it. So it may take a little bit of time for that vibration, the vibrational momentum to play out. So even though you've made the conscious decision to change the way you look at the world and you've started your gratitudes and you're not letting those negative thoughts in, some crappy things may still continue to happen for a little while until that momentum wears off. But what you will find is that little snippets of positive things are going to start coming through, and it will eventually build up as long as you stick to the process and stick or force yourself to focus on the good stuff. The more you do that, the more you create, the better your life will become, okay? But it will take time to sort of play out that momentum that you've had building up for however long. But over a couple of weeks, you might begin to notice that that's starting to drop off. So I'd love to hear how this goes for you. Contact me from the website, from the Facebook page, the Facebook group, whichever one, and we'll talk next time. See you then.